Hi, hello. I'm gonna read Thundercake today, and I don't know if you could see outside the ripples on the ocean and the swaying trees. It's quite windy today because we're expecting a whole day of rain in the weekends, and it's past Children's Day and heading toward Parents' Day. Anyway, it's whatever the date is. May is the month of family, and Thundercake is good throughout the year, whether it rains or not. And with my last piece of Thundercake, and I tell you again, this was really great. With no sugar and almond flour, it's it perfectly, and you can make it your way. So today I got Thundercake delivered. I just got this, so I'm gonna read this without any rehearsal because I've already read a Korean version, and I guess it wouldn't be that different, huh? But the format is very different. This is Korean version and this is English version, and then it's much, you see, not a hardcover, but I've never, it is more like a pamphlet. Anyway, I love reading Patricia Polacco's Thundercake, and I don't know, I've never been to Michigan, but according to her, it sounds like the weather is a bit like maybe Washington State. So tell me what you know if you've been there. I'm gonna read this in my kitchen because I made my Thundercake here, and it's my favorite place because I love baking, and also her book. And during this time of COVID-19, people are staying home, and it's a great opportunity to express my gratitude, because I always have that for children's book authors and books like this and many others, because I know there is a campaign going on with the hashtag Say It With Stories. And as for me, personally, it always saved me. And so the stories, they always resonated with me. And I think it's more than that. I think it's universal. So I hope you enjoy this. And I'm gonna standing in front of my oven, and I'm gonna read this for you and I. For my babushka Karle, with love. On sultry summer days on my grandma's farm in Michigan, the air gets damp and heavy. Storm clouds drift low over the fields. Birds fly close to the ground. The clouds glow for an instant with a sharp crackling light, and then a roaring, low, tumbling sound of thunder makes the windows shudder in their panes. The sound used to scare me when I was little. I loved to go to Grandma's house. Babushka, as I used to call my grandma, had come from Russia years before. But I feared Michigan's summer storms. I feared the sound of thunder more than anything. I always hid under the bed when the storm moved near the farmhouse. This is the story of how my grandma, my babushka, helped me overcome my fear of thunderstorms. Grandma looked at the horizon, drew a deep breath, and said, "This is Thundercake baking weather, all right. Looks like a storm coming to me." "Child, you come out from under that bed. It's only thunder you're hearing," my grandma said. The air was hot, heavy, and damp. A loud clap of thunder shook the house, rattled the windows, and made me grab her close. Steady, child, she cooed. Unless you let go of me, we won't be able to make a Thundercake today. Thundercake? I stammered as I hugged her even closer. Don't pay attention to the old thunder except to see how close the storm is getting. When you see the lightning, start counting, real slow. When you hear the thunder, stop counting. The number is how many miles away the storm is, understand? She asked. We need to know how far away the storm is, so we have time to make the cake and get it into the oven before the storm comes, or it won't be real Thundercake. Her eyes surveyed the black clouds away off in the distance. Then she strode into the kitchen. Her worn hands pulled a thick book from the shelf above the wood stove. Let's find that recipe, child, she crowed as she lovingly fingered the grease-stained pages to a creased spot. Here it is, Thundercake. She carefully penned the ingredients on a piece of notepaper. Now let's gather all the things we'll need, she exclaimed as she scurried toward the back door. We were by the barn door when a huge bolt of lightning flashed. I started counting like Grandma told me to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then the thunder roared. 10 miles, it's 10 miles away, Grandma said as she looked at the sky. About an hour away, I say. You'll have to hurry, child. Gather them eggs careful like, she said. Eggs from mean old Nellie Peckhand. I was scared. I knew she would try to peck me. I'm here and she won't hurt you. Just get them eggs, Grandma said softly. The lightning flashed again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I counted. 9 miles, Grandma reminded me. Milk was next. Milk from old Kid Cow. As Grandma milked her, Kid Cow turned and looked mean right at me. I was scared. She looked so big. Zip went the lightning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I counted. Boom went the thunder. 8 miles, child, Grandma croaked. Now we have to get chocolate and sugar and flour from the dry shed. I was scared as she walked down the path from the farmhouse through tangleweed woods to the dry shed. Suddenly the lightning slit the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I counted. Boom, ba-boom, crashes the thunder. It scared me a lot, but I kept walking with Grandma. Another jagged edge of lightning flashed as I crept into the dry shed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I counted. Crackle, crackle, boom, kaboom. The thunder bellowed. The thunder bellowed. It was dark and I was scared. I'm here, child, Grandma said softly from the doorway. Hurry now, we haven't got much time. We've got everything but the secret ingredient. 3 overripe tomatoes and some strawberries, Grandma whispered as she squinted at the list. I climbed up high in the trellis. The ground looked a long way down. I was scared. I'm here, child, she said. Her voice was steady and soft. You won't fall. I reached 3 luscious tomatoes while she picked strawberries. Lightning again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I counted. Kabang! Boaroom! The thunder growled. We hurried back to the house and the warm kitchen, and we measured the ingredients. I poured them into the mixing bowl while Grandma mixed. I churned butter for the frosting and melted chocolate. Finally, we poured the batter into the cake pans and put them into the oven together. Lightning lit the kitchen. I only counted to 3, and the thunder rumbled and crashed. And the thunder rumbled and crashed. 3 miles away, Grandma said, and the cake is in the oven. We made it. We'll have a real Thundercake. As we waited for the cake, Grandma looked out the window for a long time. Why, you aren't afraid of thunder. You're too brave, she said as she looked right at me. I'm not brave, Grandma, I said. I was under the bed, remember? You got out from under it, she answered. And you got eggs from mean old Nellie Peckham. You got milk from old Kick Cow. Went through tanglewood woods to the dry shed. You climbed the trellis in the barnyard. From where I sit, only a very brave person could have done all them things. I thought and thought as the storm rumbled closer. She was right. I was brave. Brave people can't be afraid of a sound, child, she said as we spread out the tablecloth and set the table. When we were done, we hurried into the kitchen to take the cake out of the oven. After the cake had cooled, we frosted it. Just then the lightning flashed, and this time it lit the whole sky. Even before the last flash had faded, the thunder rolled, boomed, crashed, and boomed just above us. The storm was here. Perfect, Grandma cooed. Just perfect. She beamed as she added the last strawberry to the glistening chocolate frosting on top of our Thundercake. As rain poured down on our roof, Grandma cut a wedge for each of us. She poured us steaming cups of tea from the samovar. When the thunder roared above us so hard, it shook the windows and rattled the dishes in the cupboards, we just smiled and ate our Thundercake. From that time on, I never fear the voice of thunder again. So, how do you like it? Have you read this book before, or is this your first time? So like the book, I have my last wedge of Thundercake with strawberry. I think I have nothing to fear. Just wait for the rain. So come along, thunder, and I think you won't be afraid of thunder anymore. So thank you. Enjoy your Thundercake.